So now we have seen our background color created. But let's look at how to add forms, okay? How to create a form. So now we have our first div dedicated to our navigation bar. So the div closing, opening, and then the div closing is here. So let's create our our form. So now let's put it in a div. Okay, so I will say div class is equal to uh, um, bioform. Mhm, bioform. So div opening, then div closing. You see that with the class, you can just give it any name at all you want. But I'm calling it bioform because I'm going to take the biographical data, information of my visitors, of site visitors. Okay. So I've chosen to call it bioform. All right. So to create a form, you must have the form opening. Everything must be inside the form opening and then the form closing tags. Then now inside here, we have our first label and we are calling it full name. Okay, full name. So now we'll close the label. We'll close the label, full name. So let me put a colon here, full name. Mhm. So now when we refresh, you see that the full name has appeared down there. Okay, the full name has appeared, but there is no space. There is nothing for us to type or for us to enter our full name. See, there's nothing like that. So what do? We need to create the input test. Okay, so now we come here and then now we say input type is equal to test. Okay. Mhm. Now, when we save it this way and then we refresh, the input has appeared. So now we can type our full name. Okay, but sometimes you want to give further directives to your site visitors so that they know exactly what you expect from them. Like full name, someone might write everything with small letters, someone might write everything with capital letters, someone might even write the name with surname first, followed by the first name. Someone will also do first name followed by surname. So if you want consistency, you can give further directives, and this is where placeholder comes in. Okay, so now you say placeholder placeholder is equal to then now ABR first name plus surname. So when you do something like this, then now you are telling your visitors that this is how you want them to present their names. Okay, so first name plus surname, that is it. Then now uh, um, you know that there are forms that if you don't fill, you can't submit. If you don't fill it, you can't submit. So it's because there is a required element on it. So to do that, you say required. Just put required here like that. The moment you do that, there will be asterisk that will appear on it. So when that asterisk appears, it means that if they don't fill it, they can't submit the form. Okay, so that is the meaning of the required. And then we have ID. So ID is equal to maybe uh, okay, let's say forms. Let's call it forms. Okay, so this ID forms that you see there, that is if we want to style, if we want to style the input test in a particular way, we will use that name to style it. But for now, it is the same black color. Okay, that's it. So now, there is one more thing that is very crucial, that is important that we know about, and that has to do with the name. So I would say name, I would say name is equal to uh, full name. Name is equal to full name. Now, watch here. Hmm. The input type is test. Why is it test? Because we are talking about full name. We are not collecting email address. We are not collecting telephone number. We are just collecting what? Their name. So because it is name, the input type must be test. Then I said that the ID forms, that one, if you want to style it, okay, you call the ID to style. But you see that there is something I've introduced again, name. That name refers to the column in the database that this particular information, when filled, must be stored. So when you go to the database, there is a column named full name, full underscore name. That column, that is where the information the person will provide here as their full name will be stored. So that is very, 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 very what? Important. And then with the placeholder, it gives further directives as to how they should present their names to us. So I will call this ID, the name forms to style, so that the input type when we are typing will change from black to, let's say, red. Okay. Yeah. So now let me do that. So I go to the style. Then now, because it is ID goes with hashtag. So I will say forms. Then I'll open the curly braces, and then now I will say color red. That's it. So now when I'm typing, the color will appear red. So what full name? Kofi Echampong, Kwame Mensah Odeneho Amani Ampong Odesheba Sikani Kukuruku Chumasi Ankara. Nipa baako full din no. You see that? So Kofi Echampong, Kwame Mensah, let me see, Kofi Echampong, Kwame Mensah, Odeneho Amani Ampong, Odesheba Sika, Odesheba Sika Kokroko Chumasi Ankara. All right, so that is the full name. Now, why am I typing plenty? This is to show to us that there is no restriction the number of text that can be put inside it. Okay, so it allows that extensive name, no matter how long your name is, it will fit in. So that's why I was typing plenty names, just to show us that irrespective how long your name is, it can fit in. All right, if that is clear, then now let's move. So I've shown to us the input type, the ID forms, what it does, the name, that one is for the database, and then the placeholder. So I'll copy, since I have done these things already, I'll just have to copy everything here, the label, and now let me paste three more. Okay. So this one is not full name. This one might be hometown. Okay. So hometown 2 is test. Hometown is test. Then the name shouldn't be full name again, because in the database we are storing full name, the full name the person will provide in the column called full name. So we cannot save the hometown in the same column. It will break. It won't work. Do you get it? So the full name, the hometown must also have another column in the database. So the database, we can call it hometown. Okay, now placeholder is not first name plus surname, because we are talking now about what? Hometown. So even though you copied and pasted, you should make that correction. So now you say your place of birth. If your place of birth is too long, just make it place of birth. So let's see. Do you get it? So this is the full form. It has appeared over here. Now we want them to be vertically displayed. So remember that we put what? The break here, and then there is another break here, and then there's another break here. Yeah, that's it. So when we do that, we are able to get them vertically displayed. Okay, vertically displayed. All right. So hometown, you see your place of birth. Your place of birth. Okay. Then now let's go in again. And now let's say, so we've taken hometown. So now let's take email. Okay, email. The email input type is email. Okay. Then you cannot save email in full name field or full name column, because you are already taking what? You've already taken the full name. So email should have a different column inside the database. So that column, you can call it email in the database. Then now, with the placeholder, they should know the correct order, okay, of email. So we just say example at yahoo.com, example at yahoo.com. Then now we save. Okay, we save. So you see that the placeholder is example at yahoo.com. Then now finally, let's take their telephone number. So this one we will say contacts. Okay, so contact number. Contact number is not text. Contact number is not email. Contact number is tel. So the input type is tel. Okay. Then now over here, the name. So you can, in the database, you can call it contact, or you can call it phone number, or you can call it tel. Okay. So let's say phone number. Okay. So in the database, we are storing their contact number in a column called phone number inside the database. So that's that. Then the placeholder will indicate that, okay, or example 2335434822449. So now that's it. So if someone see this, they know that this is how they are supposed to type their contact number, but not 00233, but not 0543. No, but specifically 2335434822449. Okay, if you want to space them, you can use break, the same BR, to space them. So let me show us. So now I come to the full name, then now I put break here. Okay, then now over here I put break. Okay, then I put break. You can also use CSS to do this. So I put the break there. Then now I refresh. You get it. So that is that. So full name, hometown, email, and then the contact number with the placeholders. Okay, neatly. Okay, if we want to style it, there are a lot of things we can do. So let me add another thing. So label, I will say message. Okay, message is not input type. So message is text area. Text area. Text area. Let me see. That's the message. So let me put a break here. Then one break to create the space. So placeholder, let me say additional information. Then over here in the database, I'll call it message. I'll save it in a column called message. Now I'll refresh. You see that? So message. If they have any further queries, so how do you can drag it here? So send your episode you can do it. I 1 minute now with the forms in this. So send your episode you can do it like that. Then now so input type, is it the no button type, submit, value, submit. Oh, a couple message. Any test area no man close with me by. Oh, test area no man close. let me open it again. Let me open the file. So open with Notepad. Okay, so this is it. Let me zoom in. So you see that test area. Okay, so additional information and now place than about then now the button. So this is the button. So once I make a click, I will say please fill in this field. What the hell? So submit button. So nti ɔyɛ a ɔsɛ please fill in this field. Nti sɛ metwerɛ ayi wɔ hɔ na metry sɛ mesubmit a ɔbɛka kyerɛ me sɛ hometown no is required. Hometown no so is required nti memfeele. Metwerɛ biribi gu hɔ a na mesubmit a ɔbɛka sɛ email no nso yɛ required memfeele. Metwerɛ biribi gu hɔ na mesubmit a ɔbɛka kyerɛ me sɛ please include an at in the email address. So what I say is missing an at. So because we are taking an email nti input type no yɛ email. Input type no yɛ email. So nti sɛ woamfa input type no woanyɛ ne email pɛ wobɛma data no ayɛ basaa. Nti hwɛ o wode hwɛ o hwɛ saa input type wei sɛ manyɛ no email ma restrict nkurɔfoɔ na meyɛ no test mistakenly mekɔyɛ no test a ɛde bɛsi. Nti afei hwɛ let me refresh. Afei ma provide biribi me submit ɔsɛ aha yɛ required me submit ɔsɛ email ɛyɛ required nti afei hwɛ o ɔhu sɛ adwɔmpe afi o ɔhu sɛ adwɔmpe afi o so because email no input type no yɛ test nti sɛ woyɛ na woanyɛ input type no yie woanyɛ input type no email na wokɔyɛ no test a wowɔ hɔ nom ana obi bɛtwerɛ abɛnkwan na ɔde ama wo nti wɔn sɛ wasave obi email ne email no kɔhɛ yɛ abɛnkwan how would you reach the person via email so wopɛ sɛ wo client nyinaa wo send wɔn email a saa akoa no nko ara de ne nsa nka you get it so that is how serious input type is nti sɛ wopɛ sɛ yɛ required sɛ nipa no can never skip agye sɛ wasubmit a na wode required na yɛ den akɔhyɛ wo wate aseɛ nti input type no we are saying that it should be email. And he said, if the let me say, let me teach us. So I will remove the required. Sure, I'll remove the required. I've removed the required. I'll remove the required. I'll remove the required. I'll remove the required. I'll remove the required. Do you know what this means? Is that the person can submit the form without even filling any of them. Nti hwɛ menya yɛ aha ebi mabɔ ha submit. So nkɛkɔ sɛ nka ɛyɛ me specify form action method ɛna me twerɛ PHP code a nka form no ka submit. Nti wobɛgye wɔ database mu no wobɛhu sɛ information baako pɛ ne afele ne aka nyinaa ɛyɛ bomb yɛamfele. Until we have to be very careful with these things. This thing we necessarily the basis for our advanced class no. Because at the advanced class no me teaching database no said how we submit a database those kind of things you can also get to retrieve the information submitted from the database. Make sure and advanced you get it. That is that. Nti sɛ wompɛ saa wompɛ sɛ obi bɛtumi submit deɛ a mepatwɛw na wode macro so adi